Georgia is famous for peaches. We grow a lot of
Beaches.
peaches here.
Okay.
Peaches.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually it's actually so famous for peaches that on our driver's license we have peaches on there, and on the back of our cars on our license plate we also have peaches. So it's called the Georgia peach. We're just very well known for that. Um, there's some pretty cool historical landmarks here, like mountains, and there's some attractions, like the Coca-Cola factory is here in Atlanta, Georgia. The Georgia Aquarium is pretty cool. Um, so yeah, and then there's also a lot of films that are now produced and shot in Atlanta, Georgia, as well, which is the capital of Georgia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, got it. So, tell me about Miami. I've heard about Miami Beach. It's very famous, I think, in US. Miami, right? Miami or
What
Miami?
Miami,
Miami. Miami. Okay.
Miami, Florida.
Florida.
I,
Yeah,
I
that's.
don't know much about Miami. I've never been there. I know it's a very high end place to live. It's pretty expensive. The cost of living is very high there. There's a wide variety of nationalities, but uh, predominantly a Hispanic and a African American area. Um, you won't see a lot of white Americans as much. You won't see as many white Americans. It's a very Latino and African American area from what I hear, at least from what I've been told.
Mm,
Um, and it's beautiful. I do see pictures of it often, and it is a really beautiful tourist area as well as a place to live.
exactly. I've heard about that a lot of about Florida and Miami, right? Miami, not Miami. Okay,
Miami.
Miami. All right. So, what about your place? In your place, is there Indians or any other Asian people live there in your state? Like, is it Georgia?
Yeah, Georgia. Um, well, you asked if there are too many Indians. There definitely can never be too many. But where I live, the city that I live in, it's not. It's mainly a country white area. You generally see mostly white and older people where I live. I live more in the country. As to the city, is a very ethnically diverse city in Atlanta. So you see Indian, Latino, African American, Arabian. You see a mix, a very wide variety of um, ethnicities, depending on where you go in Atlanta too, because there are there's a rich area, and then there's a middle class area, and then there's a lower class area. But where I'm from, the city that I'm from uh, is a more suburban area. So there's a lot of like neighborhoods and communities next to each other, and schools and churches and stuff like that. Um, where I'm from, it was a very ethnically diverse area. So I wouldn't say I went to school with a lot of Indian people, but I would probably say out of each grade that I was in, there was at least 25 Indian people in each grade.
Okay, yeah, got it. So is there any problem for just there is mixed culture like cosmopolitan city like Georgia? So is there any problem for mixing up culture? Like, is there any conflict between Americans with Asian people or any African people, or they're just live together? I mean, what do you think?
I mean, I think you're always going to have people in older, I would say older generations that are a little bit more racist or a little bit more prejudiced. But for the most part, when it comes to working with different ethnicities, this is a very ethnically diverse area, and it's very um, it's a lot more normal to work with a lot of people who are from different cultures versus everyone being the same color and everyone thinking the same thing or having the same religion, same ideas. There are still people out there, of course, but for the most part, I would say, like, what I've seen and what I've experienced, it's people work well together coming from different cultures here.
Yeah, you're right. But tell me one thing, you said there are a lot of old people live there. So you're younger, I think. So
Yeah.
there are young people also live there.
Yeah. Well, depending on where you're talking about, like where I live here because of the school system, because my son goes to school here, and the city I lived in before, I didn't like the school systems and the education system over there, and I prefer it in this area. It's a lot more one-on-one, and the teachers are a lot more caring here. How old do you think I am? Just curious, or how young do you think I am?
Probably you're 28.
Yeah, I'm 28. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but around me, most of the people that like have lived in my neighborhood, this neighborhood has been here for 25 years. So a lot of
Yeah,
them have
actually it
lived
looks
here
like,
since the
but
beginning.
it looks like, but you're teaching, so that's why I thought like you have a lot of experience. So let's increase some ages, like 25 plus 3 to 4 ages, and then I told you like 28. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, that's a lot older than I usually get. Some people guess I'm 19, and I'm like, no, that's 10 years ago almost.
Okay. Yeah. Said, is there any kind of problem for you? Like you look stunning. So in that case, boys are just if teaching you or just commenting something. Do you face any kind of problem like this?
Do I face a problem with like with men? You mean?
Yes, man. Yes, yes, yes.
Like what? Did you say I was? I think I misunderstood your question.
No, no. Usually people just offer you to just in a relationship. Sometimes, like you're stunning. So in that case, obviously you got a lot of offers. I think from men.
Oh, actually, no. I'm I'm very weird. Can like compared to a lot of I guess normal people out there. I'm very like if I go to the grocery store, I might start dancing like in the aisle. So a lot of I'm not purposely approachable because I don't want to be approached. I'm married, so I've also been married twice. This is my second marriage.
No, no.
So
No, you're right. You're right. I mean, you're thinking like, I mean, according to your think powers about other men. I mean, men definitely propose you sometimes. They don't know you're married or not. Not so that's I am saying.
oh, I don't know. I honestly haven't been approached in years.
Okay.
I usually go everywhere with my husband too. Because we only have one car. So usually people do know I'm married because or like I have a significant other because I'm with someone.
Okay.
But if I go to like a music festival or something, yeah, I do get approached there. But it's more in it's more in a platonic way, like a friendly way. Yeah, I on it like I haven't been approached in that way in at least 10 years.
Okay. Yeah.
Social
Got it.
media, a little bit different. I get approached there a lot, even though people do know I'm married. But I shut people down very quickly in that way. Like if someone says you're beautiful, I'll be like, yeah, my husband thinks so too. Thanks. It's kind of a way that's like, leave me alone, please.
That's a
But
clever
thank you. I
reply.
appreciate it. Yeah, like I politely shut people down.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So how
But
how
like the dating scene here is pretty cool in Atlanta. Like there's a lot of multicultural dating, and um, it's not like with this generation. How old are you?
can you guess how old I am?
25?
It's near to 28.
28. Okay. So pretty close. Okay. So, yeah, I would say like for this age group, it is a little bit harder to date because most of us try to like just like what we were taught is to try to get married by like 25, and that's kind of what people do. So it's kind of a struggle once you get to this age to try to find people to date around here. But when you do, like it's a very open and like an open-minded community of dating, depending on where you look.
So I think you have been to so many places across your state. I mean, different states in your country.
I've traveled to I've been about 14 states in the United States. Not too many. I mean, I had a child at 17, so I haven't had the chance to really explore the United States because I became a mom so young.
Yeah, exactly. So tell me one thing, like, okay, I just forgot about what I wanted to ask you. Okay.
Okay.
hmm
Oh, you said you forgot?
Yeah, I
That's okay.
forgot. Yeah.
Well, you were talking about states. Did you want to ask me like where I've been or where I would recommend going?
Actually, I'm so much curious about United States. I have listened a lot of states about Miami, even Florida, Georgia, even California, or different Texas, different states. So I thought so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're speaking about the most common named states. Like if someone says something like, "Where do you want to visit?" It's usually Florida, Georgia, or Florida, California, New York,
Washington.
Texas, Washington, and Georgia. Like those. Georgia's a pretty well-known state, I would say. There's a lot of cool things that have came out of here, but it's also the South, so um, it is because like I said, it is ethnically diverse now. Um, 30, 40 years ago, it wasn't. There was still segregation here. As opposed to the North, there was like this was one of the later states to abolish slavery.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think our timing is running out. So thank you for so much for your precious time and helping me.
Oh, no problem. I hope I helped you in some form or fashion.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Well, you
Bye
have a
bye.
nice day. Thank you. Bye.
Hello guys, if you have found this video interesting, please like, share and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for new updates. Thanks for watching. Till then, bye bye.